Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Broken Sword, Director's Cut. Last time we played through the intro as Nico, and we learned that there are some killings that have been going on, usually always by people in strange disguises such as a mime, and now we've just seen a clown blow up this cafe, and we've taken over as George, who is the character you play as throughout the game. Normally, the bits with Nico were added for the director's cut, but normally the majority of the game is George, and in the original it was just George all the way through. So this would normally be the beginning. So let's see if we can solve the mystery. I guess we should start by taking a look around.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Aha, now then, this was the gentleman that Nico visited, who was killed in the first episode. Who else have we got here?
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Okay.
The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism.
Oh, okay.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize...
Right, okay, so that's the same thing there.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345.
Okay, that seems like a clue.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman. The big story was about the brutal murder. The guy.
Okay, so how do I get out of here? Yeah. Okay, so we've got a bit of a cryptic clue, but we don't know what that means yet. What else can we take a look at? I suppose we should go inside. Oh, now then.
The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly. I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page. It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
Okay, let's talk to this person over here.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
Georg Stobbart, ma'am. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Ah, now then. Is that a good idea when you've just been in an explosion? Probably not. But let's do it anyway.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a cheat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
Okay. If you're wondering about the audio quality on this, the way it keeps sounding different when different people speak, that's just the original game audio. I'm not sure why it's like that, but it's not anything I've done. I don't know if they recorded different actors in different places or if there's some other reason for it, but the audio is a bit inconsistent here and there. Anyway.
Hey, wake up! She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself.
I think we've got more pressing matters than that, but okay.
I hope the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escaped the bad luck. The mirror had smashed into 1,000 pieces. Bad luck for someone. Poor guy. He was pretty mashed up.
Ah, now then. Can we see anything else in the mirror? No. Doesn't seem like it. Okay.
It was hard to believe.
Okay, yeah, that's just the same as what he said before. We don't have anything on us, do we, other than the newspaper? Right, okay. Let's go back to the mirror.
The mirror had smashed into 1,000 pieces. Poor guy. He was pretty mashed up.
Okay, so he doesn't say anything else. I can't pick up any of the shards. I don't suppose there'd be any reason to. Okay, let's leave the cafe and see what happens. Okay, so we can go down here, or we can go down here. Now, I can't remember if George saw which way the clown ran or not. I know from playing previously that he went this way, but I wonder if I should go this way first and talk to the guy there. Yeah, let's do that. Ah.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, eh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
Georg Stobbart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobbart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Let's be honest and...
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe, I wonder? Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened...
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure if George is... Oh, hang on. I think she's going to start talking to us. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I'm not sure if George is speaking French to everyone, and they're all speaking French to him, or if we've just been lucky enough to only meet people who also speak English. The fact that George was able to read the newspaper article suggests that he can read French, so maybe he's speaking French to everyone. Although, maybe that's just something we're supposed to not really think too much about, since we do go to other countries later in the game. Anyway, let's see what Nico has to say, because we haven't actually... Her and George haven't actually met yet. And that is not what I meant to click on. There we go.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's Georg Stobbart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation in Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nico Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
Okay, but I suppose it makes sense to ask about the clown first.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Okay, that's that then.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantard. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Okay. Let's go back to talking about the clown, and we'll talk about the detective after.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
Oh, okay, maybe I should have talked about the detective first, but I suppose it would have just been stuff that isn't really important. She probably doesn't know him anyway. Okay, let's talk to this guy again.
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobbart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is our crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
Oh, we didn't talk about the newspaper to Nico. Whoops. Oh well.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantow.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say. Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Okay.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so.
It sounds more like a horse racing tip or something like that.
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Okay.
See you later, Sergeant.
Okay, let's go talk to the workman over here. See if he saw anything.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quelle vite. I could have knocked his block off.
That's funny.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantow.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Okay, let's call that there with that conversation.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Let's go back and investigate the alleyway.
The clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign of him now. I was intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
Ah, right. I probably should have come here first then, because it seems like George did see the clown go this way.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
Yeah, plus it clearly only goes up to there.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Okay. I mean, I don't think the clown is going to be in a bin. Okay, not sure. Not sure why a cat would be in there either, but never mind.
There was nothing of interest. The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands. It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
Okay. Let's go back. Now then, let's see what this is, and then we'll talk to him again.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked.
Oh, okay. I assumed he would knock on the door, but never mind. So, let's talk to him.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
What do you want now?
Take a look at this.
You told me you want a cop.
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential.
Okay, we didn't really... I don't think that really helped us at all, but now we're impersonating a police officer.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
That was a bit strange. I think if I'd tried to get something from the toolbox and then talk to him, that would have made more sense, but never mind. Okay, so I was right about it being a racehorse, although I'm probably just subconsciously remembering that from the last time I played this.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Okay, I assume we can't go that way then, right. Okay. into the sewer.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Of course, in real life it would just lead to a pipe that you can't fit inside, but I'm guessing this is going to be some elaborate system of passages and things. Like in all the films and games. Yeah. Now then, that looks like a red nose.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose. The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris. It was a bright red plastic nose, part of a clown's costume.
Okay. So that's useful because now we know where he got it. What's this?
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Okay. And something here.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Oh, right, okay, so it's not obvious what that is. Okay.
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back, and now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Now then. Well, I guess we should just be honest.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Okay. Now then. Let's ask him about the clown again.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type. Just like you.
Okay.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Okay.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Ah, right. So let's show him the card, and then maybe we can pretend that we are the police.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
Mm-hmm. What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Mm-hmm. Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Ah, right. Okay, so now hopefully he'll be more helpful now. Okay, right. So let's ask him about the clown again.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an arm lock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
Hmm.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Okay. Why would she why would she be doing that for him? That's very, very weird. Okay.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Okay, let's show him the red nose.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Right. Okay, that didn't really help us, but let's just try all of these, I suppose.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Okay.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
So in the time it's taken us to talk to the police and go through the sewers, he's chased the guy, ended up with his jacket, and then had time to go and send it off to be repaired. I mean, I suppose it's taken us a while to be interviewed by the police and talk to Nico and then the other guy, but well, yeah, I suppose you could do that in that time frame.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an
ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Okay, so I think we found out what we needed. Assuming George can remember that number, because I have already forgotten it. We may as well show him this anyway, just to be thorough.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Okay.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Well, that's twice we've impersonated a police officer now, so...
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was saying now, but yeah, okay, so we've got a clue. We can look up the address of the tailor, and then maybe find out from there more about the killer. Is this a phone? Yeah, right, okay. Oh yeah, we could call Nico and update her with what we've found out. Let's call this guy first. Todrick, was it?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's Georg Stobbart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobbart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
And he obviously wasn't going to know about the bombing yet, because it only happened a few minutes ago. That was a weird way for us to phrase that, but never mind. Let's ask about Plantard.
Do you know a guy called Plantard?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantard? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantard.
I expect Plantard's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantard is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantard won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantard. I never heard of Plantard. None of this has anything to do with me.
Okay, we were weirdly aggressive about that, but okay. I don't think we've learned anything. Can we? There's nothing else to talk about, so I guess that's that.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Okay, so did that help us? I'm not sure that helped us at all. Let's call Nico, see what she says.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there, but who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Ah, right, okay, so we're back as Nico now. Let's call that the end of episode 2 then. Okay, so this is interesting because this will be another bit that was added for the director's cut. So we've kind of learned some interesting information, but we don't have a lot to go on yet. Although the nose also had some information in, didn't it? It had did it have the name of the shop? So maybe we can go there as well. And then maybe Nico has some information for George that will help as well. So okay, so episode 3 we'll pick it up with Nico and see where we end up. So see you next time.